I'm Paul.
I'm Devin.
Together, we're Dads and Dice, two brand new dads who like to play some games during our free time.
That's right, and today we are going to be playing one of my favorite roll-and writes, or maybe I should say flip-and writes, Cartographers. And we're joined by one of our new friends from Instagram, Mike.
Yeah, and Mike is on Instagram as Boards on Tables. I've actually had the chance to talk with him quite a bit over there. He's started some awesome hashtags, and he's just really trying to help out the community and really trying to get it to grow. So we'll let him kind of introduce a little bit when we get to the video. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started on Cartographers.
Okay, here we are with Mike. You can find him over on Instagram at Boards on Tables. Welcome, Mike.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, we really appreciate you coming.
Thank you. I'm from Boards on Tables, Instagram account that I run, and I just talk about board games that I love. I do light reviews, and I'm starting to do some list content, but mostly focus on the kind of the beauty and photography aspects of board games.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. So today we are going to play Cartographers. We've been talking a little bit through Instagram, and we said, hey, we want to have you on the channel, get some people to get to know you a little bit because you have some awesome content out there. And so we're just going to kind of talk a little bit while we play this game.
That's right. Paul, before we totally get into the game, reveal the first card, do you just want to run down the A through D cards and how they all work real fast?
Yeah, so here in Cartographers, we go through 4 different rounds. There's the spring, the summer, the fall, and the winter. They have this little number right up here, the 8. And then as you go on throughout the seasons, those numbers get lower and lower. That's just the cards that will come out. There's a total on there. And when it adds up to this number, the round is over. So this game is really cool because it scores differently every round. It's going to score 2 of these edict cards. And the first 2 that will be scored is A and B. So the first one, A here, this is the green bow. To score that one, you need to have at least 1 tree in either a column or a row. Then you get 1 point for that column or row. B is Mage's Valley. And on this one, you get 2 stars for having a water next to a mountain. And then you get 1 star for having a farm next to a mountain space. For the next round, which is summer, you score B and C. C is the Great City. And on the Great City, you're going to earn 1 reputation star for each village in the largest cluster that is not adjacent to a mountain. So whatever your biggest village is that's not next to a mountain, you'll get 1 star for every single one of those. In the fall, we'll score C and D. And D is any empty space that is either surrounded by different terrain types or the edge of the map. So it has to be completely surrounded orthogonally to those other terrains or the edge of the map. And then the final round, we will be scoring D and A again. So it kind of makes you plan your moves out, really think kind of into the future, really plan out what you're going to be doing. And that's Cartographers.
Perfect. That was a great little rundown there. I guess let's reveal the first card there. We got the Great River, and let the game begin.
All right. So remember also on these cards, if it has 2 different shapes on there, one of the shapes can have a little gold star on it. And that gold star just gives you extra victory points at the end, the coins at the end.
Yep, got it.
So this is nice because it's just going to drop them down into place there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually one with a temple. So, Mike, you've played this game before?
Oh, yeah. Me and my wife enjoy playing this one quite a bit.
Nice. Devin, do you know how to straighten out these tiles by chance?
Honestly, mine kind of fell into place, so no, I do not.
Oh, man.
I think you just have to put it right in between the dots, and then it will link in.
Up? Okay.
Yeah.
That works. All right, so if you did the 3, you just cross out the little coin there at the bottom, and then that's your extra points there.
That's it. Okay.
I see, Mike, you went the different route there.
Yeah, that's I see what you did there with
I
that
like it.
cauldron. That was nice. Okay. All right, we're ready for the next card?
Yep.
Okay. So, Mike, we got to know you really through Instagram, right? We got to know you through the Marvel Champions Monday that you created. So, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah. So I have a love for that game, Marvel Champions, the card game by Fantasy Flight. It's just such a good solo experience. I love it co-op with my wife too, but she doesn't love it as much as I do. So that's why it's my most played solo game. But I've got a lot for it. And I'm always excited about the next releases, so I wanted to make consistent, content, and why not focus that on one of my favorite games? So I followed I'm sure you might, follow them as well, but the Marvel Champions Monthly, YouTube channel. So I love those guys, but I just wanted to kind of go off of that, and I know even Team Covenant has, they have their own Marvel Champions Monday, so I figured, why not? So
yeah.
Started the hashtag and, just got a lot of really great accounts involved in it. And we're just a group that loves the game. We talk about it, upcoming expansions and stuff like that. So it's just a blast, and I've formed a nice community around it. So. Yeah,
you really have. It's been a blast to be a part of. It's really fun, the different themes that are each week, and trying to make something of it. So yes, I've really been enjoying it. And we're talking about releases. I don't know about you, but I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm a big MCU fan, but I am a massive X-Men fan. Massive. And so I am just so excited that it's finally time for the introduction.
Oh yes.
We got our village out there next. I know the X-Men coming out, and I know one of the latest themes that we had was, your favorite or your most anticipated hero. And I know for me it was 100% Gambit. Devin and I were talking about it. He said Gambit as well. And I was so surprised at how many people want a Gambit card. I didn't think he was as popular as he is, apparently.
Yeah, he's just he is an amazing X-Men. I don't know, I could nerd out on that for a while, but I feel like in media, aside from the X-Men animated series, which I personally enjoyed, but as far as the movies go, he's never really had a great role, and so I'm ready to see him get some time.
Well, I was going to say, I think you're saying the animated show, I think that's what got everybody into it, at least our age, right? Mid-50s, right? It was that show that really kind of put them over.
Yeah.
That was an awesome one.
The Fox Spider-Man animated show were probably my two favorite shows, on television at the time. It was.
I don't remember that one as well as much.
It used a lot of the same. I don't know if it was the same company, but they would do matchups, okay, with the Spider-Man one as well. So they were both on Fox. They normally ran pretty close together, I thought. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I love both of those cartoons growing up. They were a big impact on me, just liking Marvel in general, and getting into the comics even. I think it was probably those shows that got me into the comics.
Well, I will say you're probably 100% right. I grew up in South America around that time. My mom is from South America, and the TV that we would get was very far behind, and it wasn't everything. So I'm sure it was on there at the same time. I just did not know about it.
Paul, how long did you live in South America?
So I grew up there. We moved there when I was 4. And then I moved back to the United States when I was 8. So about 4 years. And then just kind of, went back every summer and visited family and all that kind of stuff. And what is our total up there?
6. Okay, so we got our first little ambush card, right? And we got it on a ruins. So this one is it clockwise? So.
Yep. So Mike, you will come to mine. Devin, I will come to yours. And Devin, you're going to Mike's.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, I finally get to mess Devin's stuff up.
And it's on. And it's over a ruin space.
On a ruin, yep.
Let's
go there. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. Sorry, Devin.
Okay.
Not too bad.
I don't know. He really is jamming up your mountain over there.
Yeah, but I still have some water and some farm spaces there, I think.
That's true.
I can deal with. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, all right. Oh, and another rune. Okay.
So, Mike, you're from Illinois, right?
Yes. Yeah, no, northwest Illinois.
Okay.
Closer to Wisconsin than I am Chicago, but just like everyone in Illinois, we all come from Chicago.
And how long have you been there, or is that where you're from?
No, I was born in Michigan, up in Petoskey, so northern, not UP, but top of the mid. And then moved down south to suburbs of Detroit and Plymouth, Canton area, so close to Ann Arbor and Dearborn. And that's where a lot of my family was from. And then I moved out to Illinois with when my dad relocated on my freshman year. So
that
was a tough move, but make a lot of great friends here in Illinois, and that's been my home ever since. So
yeah, we're both here in Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Nice.
I've made my way to Illinois once or twice, just to like Chicago, know where everybody goes to if they're going to Illinois.
Yep.
I if you watched our tabletop tag video, and if you didn't, it's okay. But Paul and I do triathlon, so I actually did a triathlon up in Racine. Is that anywhere near where you're talking?
Yeah, it's pretty close. Where my dad moved us, that was it's very southern Wisconsin, just over the border of where I live. So it was probably half hour, tops away.
Okay, yeah. So that's the only place up that way I've been. No, I take that back. I've actually done a couple of triathlons in Milwaukee too. So I've been up that way a few times now that I think about it.
Yeah, I didn't qualify for the Milwaukee race.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
This is kind of nice how they have the simulator on here where it's just dropping the pieces down. It makes it pretty easy.
Yeah, especially because I am not an artist, and mine are like squiggly lines, arrow for the villages, right? Just striped lines for the farmlands.
Yeah, I was hoping that we weren't gonna be drawing anything on here. Wow, not very many trees came out this round.
No.
Yeah.
Good thing it's gonna be scored again.
Yeah.
I think we're good there, right?
Yep, so I think we go ahead and do our score, and then when I hit next season, it will just instantly reset here.
Yep. So we will start with Edict A, and that was just having 1 point for every column or row that has a tree in it.
Okay, so I had a solid 1. Mike there, that was a good way of using that.
Yep, I had 0.
It is columns and rows, right? So now that I think about it, this should be 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Correct.
You should have 2, yeah. And then for the Mage's Valley, it's 2 points for every water touching a mountain, and then 1 point for every farm touching a mountain. And if I did mine correctly, I'm at 10. And then we have our coins, which are just 1 point each. And also, if you encapsulated a mountain, that is a gold as well. So
correct. What were some of the other?
You got one for your 2 farm. I don't think you marked that one.
Okay.
I think that might have been.
And then I think the water, or not the
card. You did that.
Yeah, I did that one. Okay, those were the 2. Got it.
And I believe that was it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Cool.
Okay.
All right, and then, we did have an ambush card there.
Yeah.
Which I forgot about. So every space that's open next to it is -1.
Yeah.
And I did absolutely terrible there.
Yeah, me too.
I had 6. Would you have about 8? Mike with 8. Yeah, it came so early in the game that we just all placed them where there was nothing.
Completely in the open, yeah.
All right, so let's move on to summer here.
Awesome.
Oh, I guess this was technically our time.
Doing B. Yeah, so we were doing B and C again, the same one for mages, and now we're doing the village one as well.
All right.
Awesome.
Biggest village not adjacent to a mountain. And remember, we will be scoring trees again at the end of the game. So
that's right.
So, Mike, you mentioned your father as well.
Yes.
So you're part of the Dads and Dice family.
That's right.
How many kids do you have?
Proud father, 3.
Okay. Yeah, so 3 is your youngest. I have a 2-year-old next Friday, 1 week from today, and it is insane.
Yep. It's amazing how time flies, right?
Oh man, I can't I can't even believe that it's been 2 years, right? Like, and then today I'm picking her up and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're huge. Like, when I hope the time where I can't lift you isn't anytime soon. Like, this is, it's not something I want to think about. But then on the other hand, seeing like everything that she can do now is just like, whoa, this is awesome. Like, I don't know, it's a really cool experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's incredible when they become, their own selves and see them just kind of change and have their own hobbies, their own likes, you see yourselves in them. It's amazing. So
that's awesome.
Just wait. Yeah. The 3s and 4s I think is the best age. So like look forward to those, because it's like, so when they're starting to communicate, and really explore their feelings, their likes, and what, I don't know. It's just, it's the best.
I've definitely heard that age range before. That's really a good one there.
Well, and they start really getting a personality, right? That's when you start beginning to figure out, who they actually are.
Yes, and that's what I think. Even now, like Lola's really like getting to where she's being more vocal and she's talking a lot and like just everything. There's something new every day. And where it's just like, oh, you know that word? Oh, you're interested in that kind of stuff? Like, it's just crazy. I'm like, wait, I don't think I ever taught you any of this. Where did you learn it from, right? Like, it's cool. It's an experience. Devin, you're just at the stage right now where it's...
changing diapers, crying, and there's feeding, but I have nothing to do with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, it's funny. I've told several people this, right? I was never I just love to hold babies type of person, right? That was wasn't me. And it's funny, as soon as we had her, right, I just find myself holding her all the, like, I get home from work and I'm like, oh, it's my turn to hold her, and I can just hold her all the time, right? So
yeah, it definitely changes you a bit.
And cherish that, because that's what you're gonna miss the most once they're mobile and they're going around, the cuddling and just being able to hold them.
Right.
It's something I miss.
I agree with that 100%. Right now, I don't know what it is. I don't know where my daughter got it from, but she is just nonstop. I blame Kirsten for it, for running every day during her pregnancy, because my daughter does not walk. She runs everywhere. And just to be able to hold her for 30 seconds, that's an accomplishment, because other than that, she is just taking off.
I don't know that you can blame Kirsten just for that. You also run every day.
But Kirsten ran pregnant with her, so that's why I'm blaming it on her. No, so we have the treadmill in my room, or in the workout room. We have to turn it off now because she reaches up there and she starts pressing buttons and she starts going running, and we're like, oh no. This is not what we need. I always find it funny on those cards that they have the monster terrain on there as well.
Yeah, you want to...
Yeah,
I wonder if there's a strategy or something to that, right? Maybe...
Oh, yeah.
I guess I could put it I don't know.
That makes monsters positive points, if you don't have them covered. Maybe. Maybe there's a card that references where you would want to, because that's the only thing I can think of.
Did we all go here? I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is our last one.
I love how the maps, everyone's map is always different in this game. That's one of the most incredible things about that. You can try to min-max it as much as you want, but you're still probably going to do something different than someone else, and that's going to change each of your games. It's awesome.
Yeah, and the fact that we're legitimately seeing the exact same cards, right? And the fact, right, and we're going for the exact same point goals, and yet everybody's map turns out so drastically different.
So, Mike, Marvel Champions, favorite solo game. What's your favorite card? Or hero or whatever?
Right now, I really love... I'm loving the new champions. I'm trying out Ironheart. She's awesome. But I want to say probably Ant-Man and Captain America are my most played heroes.
Nice.
I love Cap. He's just so good at everything and so versatile. It's almost like cheating using him, but I still love it.
He really is, right? He's just so well balanced amongst his own cards, his own ability, the being able to discard to ready yourself. I don't know. There's just so much he can do.
Exactly, and I love the flavor of that, discarding the cards so you can ready them, and I can do this all day.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yes.
It's just the theming. They nailed him so good. But if I don't want to feel like I'm cheating the game, then Ant-Man, but also Spider-Man. I've loved the Sinister Motives expansion, the last one that came out. Spider-Gwen is also Ghost Spider is so powerful.
Yes.
If you want to solo and win,
that's also
yeah, she's also easy mode. If you have the cards up to this, that point, and you have access to the library, you can build some insane decks with her. She's incredible.
Okay, are we ready to score this season here?
Think so.
All right, so first up we have Edict B, the Mage's Valley.
2 points for every water next to a mountain. 1 point for every farm next to a mountain. I got a solid 15 there.
Okay.
And then our biggest cluster of villages not touching a mountain. and it's 1 point for each. And I got 11. Devin with a big one there.
I had 13 there.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, and then coins. I don't think any...
Yeah, I didn't know coin spaces came out.
Okay.
So it had just been if you... Yeah.
Oh, I got one. Yeah.
I got none. So 3 coins. And then negative monster points, of course. Man, I'm still doing bad with those. Okay. I'm at 24, 28, and 14, I think. Okay.
All right. Are we
Here we
ready
go.
for the next season here?
Next season.
And here we go. The Homestead.
Oh, so on this one we are scoring C and D, and D is the island, the empty spaces.
Yep.
So to continue the favorite heroes, I swear I'm not copying on this. Ant-Man is hands down my favorite. I just love the way he plays. I love the forms going between the giant and tiny. Man, I really love Ant-Man.
Yeah, I do too. He is a great hero. Very versatile.
It's really surprising to me that, like, because I mean, yeah, he's a popular Avenger, but like he's not one of like the real big ones, right? Like he's just gotten much bigger with all of these things, right? With the cards that have come out, with all the movies. Like I feel like he's definitely leveled up on people's appreciation of him.
For sure.
And in the Silver Age, I mean, the reason the Avengers had the A was actually for Ant-Man. He was a lot bigger part of the original Avengers in the comics than you would think from the MCU.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Are we good on the Homestead? Oh. And then, so you talk about Captain America being the one that, feels like cheating. I've always felt like that is the case with Doctor Strange, right? Like, he to me is the one that just always seems so busted.
Yeah, that's a big consensus of, like, the rest of the Marvel Champions community, that Doctor Strange is just, not even a challenge, for
it
anyone.
Isn't.
All right, we got a 1 there. I was gonna say I've played some Marvel Champions. I'm not as into it as you guys are. I don't think I've actually played Doctor Strange. Does he have does he just do like a bunch of like spells and all that kind of stuff? Like
he has a side deck called the Invocation deck.
Okay.
And those are his spells. So he does have other cards that, that thwart or attack, but I think a lot of his things is that he draws. Okay. And he used Wong, his ally, in order to, like, tutor a card out of that Invocation deck. Okay. So it helps you manipulate it. You can, like, peek and see what spell, because you exhaust Doctor Strange in order to use one of those spells. Okay. So you don't really use him to thwart and attack and defend. You're just turning him so you can just play this ridiculous spell card, like, and they're all his spells, like the Wanda Watoon or the Winds of Watoon, and like the Crimson Blades of Sidorak, stuff like that. It's awesome.
And it is a lot of fun playing him too, right? I say that he plays busted, but it is like it's fun to do that too.
Absolutely.
Are we good here?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Rivers. Yeah, I think it's awesome that, like, with Marvel Champions and, like, with Dice Throne just coming out, like, that they're able to do such a good job. You mentioned theme earlier, right? Like, they just do so good at capturing what those characters are really about just in those cards or anything like that, that for anybody that's into the comics or into the MCU and stuff like that, that they just make it so accessible for them to play those games, and actually, like, it feels like they actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah, like the designers. I mean, I think probably a lot of that goes hand in hand with audiences, or people that are into board games are also probably into comics and comic book heroes and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. Yeah, the quote-unquote nerdy culture has kind of become the mainstream culture now.
Exactly.
And I guess, I mean, there's a bunch of games like, well, the one I'm thinking of is Splendor, right? Like, they reskinned it for Marvel just because I guess that is kind of the hotness right now, right? So they know that they can get a couple of those, and if it, I know, Devin, you have Splendor. I don't have Splendor in mine, but if I were to get it, I would be getting the Marvel one just because I like the theme.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's an IP that sells, right?
Yeah.
So, Mike, any hobbies outside of board games that you like, that you do?
Oh, yeah, I like to froth, frisbee golf.
Okay.
I was an artist, still like to draw and stuff like that. I went to school to make video games, actually. So like 3D modeling and stuff like that is familiar, but I've also been a little rusty with it. But
yeah. All right, we got
another minute.
Yep, a Bugbear Assault.
Okay.
This one is clockwise again. So, actually, the last one's counterclockwise. So I will be going to Mike. Mike, you'll get on Devin's, and Devin, you get to repay the favor.
Sorry, how do we know what direction it is?
There's the arrows up there. On
the arrows.
Is that not clockwise?
That is. Isn't that what we did last time? That's what last time we did counterclockwise, right?
No, last time I went to Mike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To you.
Yeah, so it should be the same, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I should be coming over to...
okay. My bad.
It's getting tougher to place these, too, whenever...
It is. Well, unfortunately, it's gonna have to go where it goes. Okay.
Okay. And what are we at? We're at 5.
We're at 5.
Let's see. Okay.
So this is it. It has to go on a temple ruin. If you do not have one, then you put one empty, or you put one cell somewhere. One terrain. So I think I'm going to go there.
That's a shape I only have one option for.
I actually have the perfect place for it, so I'm good with that. All right, and that should be it. So let's go ahead and we can start adding up our points.
All right, so we're going to do, is it C first this time?
It is C first, yes. I see Mike moving some stuff over there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I didn't cover my run, so I had to do a legal. There we go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so we start on C, which is, again, the villages.
Village. Okay.
All right.
Much better that time.
A little bit better. 15. 17 for Devin and 15 for Mike. You made up some ground there, Mike.
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
And then empty squares next to surrounded by spaces or the edge, and each one is 1 point.
This one is, at least for me, maybe I'm not as visually good at it, but a whole lot tougher to get than I thought.
I kind of thought the same thing.
I've got a couple, like this Ruins one, when we don't get the Ruins card, that would count, correct? Right?
Yeah.
So I have one. Okay, 4. Yeah. But it is a lot harder than you think.
Yeah, I only got 5 of them.
Yeah.
All right, and then coins.
And then coins, that is right. I did not get any either. No, I got 1.
Yep, haven't fully covered another mountains. 3.
Man, I'm not doing too well here. We always blame it on the talking, so...
And then the good old monsters.
Oh, the monsters.
Oh, that hurt my score.
Yeah, that was rough.
Because the monster came out so late this round.
Late, and then it's like, well, look, you had a... Paul, wow.
That last place was perfect for me.
Yeah, you got that well.
Okay, we ready to go on?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, last season. Here we go.
So Cauldron and Greenborough.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Mike, how long have you been in the hobby? Board games, card games, whatever, however you want to take that.
Sure. I mean, I've always played games, with family. I've played Monopolies and Scrabble and Yahtzees, and my grandma loves Skip-Bo. Come from Michigan, so trick-taking's big. I played a lot of euchre and a lot of card games in high school on the bus. But I really got into the hobby probably 2010, 28, or 2008, and then 2010. Around the end of college, me and my friends would meet up and would do a board game night, and we played Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Yep.
And that was my first experience where I was like, okay, there's more, to games than I thought. Again, not everything isn't just Monopoly. So.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good introductory game. It can be fiddly, it can be unbalanced, but really, anytime I ever play it, it's super fun, right? Like I'm laughing with friends, and it's not this think hard, brain burning game. It's just, hey, let's go have fun playing a game.
Yeah, that's what I love about it is the storytelling aspect, right? It's just a narrative driven, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the best game, but the fact that you just kind of get immersed into this other world, right? Like that's what I really enjoy about that game.
Absolutely. Like I love the theming. I love the stories that emerge from it. That's probably the best part. And the traitor is always fun, whether you are it or whatever scenario you get, because that's the other thing. Although we have gotten, I don't know if you guys had the same instance. Have you had the same story come up?
No, I haven't. And I've played a decent amount that I have not had that happen. Hey, real quick before you hit next card, if I cannot place this, I place one
somewhere.
Is it any color, or is it one of these colors? Any color.
Nope, any color. That's kind of a nice move for you there.
That okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite part with Betrayal is rolling the dice at the beginning, trying to explore the house, getting more rooms. Did you finish there, Mike? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I absolutely love about that game is just it's kind of that, I don't want to say like a dungeon crawly kind of thing, but right, you're just kind of going through it and exploring and seeing what's out there.
And that's a game that works really good on Tabletop Simulator. When the pandemic started, that was one of the first games that I played with, my friends online as a gaming experience when we were all quarantined.
I hadn't even thought about that, but that is a really good one for this.
It's much fun. And because then too, it's like whoever is the trader, everyone has their own, digital thing. Only the trader gets the trader book or should have access to it.
Right.
And then, it worked like way better than it probably should have.
Yeah, and I can even think of like the team that's not the trader, right? Everybody else. How many times do you hand that, like, somebody reads the whole, like, story, and then you hand it off, and they're like, oh, I need to read it, and then somebody else is like, oh, wait, let me see it, and so with, digital copy, everybody can just read it.
Everyone just had a copy to the manual, it just, flipped to the page, it was perfect.
Yeah.
That's actually, when you said that, Devin, I'm thinking, oh, there's another ambush card.
Yep.
So this one is counterclockwise.
This one is, yep. So I will go to...
Okay, and so Paul does not have a legal place for this, so I place just one somewhere.
I believe that's how it works with the monsters. I would assume, since that's how it works with everything else.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Mike, I'm kind of helping you out here a little bit.
Can I place another whiteboard?
Yeah, you get 2 more points for the cauldrons there.
All right.
Where'd you go for me, Devin? Oh, right there in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike, did you place mine? Oh, yeah, I see it. Wow. Okay.
Gives you 2 points also.
A little bit, but...
Yeah, I guess that was the only legal spot, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got a 1 square.
Okay.
Okay. Let's where can I get the most points? Devin, you hurt me putting it in that corner because I want empty spots next to it.
Mm-hmm.
There. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I think we're good.
Yep.
This is the last one. Our fishing village of either a village or water, and it's 4. Okay. Go right there. Nice. Oh, I wish we were scoring the villages again.
Right.
2, 3. All right. I've got mine down.
Looks like Mike's finishing up his here. All right, let's score it and see where we're at.
Okay, so we will start with the cauldrons. 1 point for every empty space. 11 for me.
I think it looks like I had 12.
Okay. You know, this is a kind of harder when I have the map in front of me. I'm like marking with my pencil. Like I counted this one, I counted this one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm having to like make sure that I'm counting them.
Yeah, same. I think I have 10.
All right. Then we have the trees. Count your rows and then your columns. 15.
I had 17 there.
All right. And then gold coins. And negative points from the monsters. There we go.
Okay. I
see Devin did pretty well there. So we've got Devin with 88, me with 72, Mike with 54. It was those monsters for you, Mike.
Yep. I didn't focus enough on covering them, but it's always fun.
Yeah,
again,
it's always a good time.
Every map completely different.
like so much different, right? Just like you said. But we'll wrap the video up there. Mike, thank you so much for joining us. This was fun. Thank you for suggesting this game. I had never played it digitally like this, but I really actually enjoyed it. This was a really good time.
Yeah, and then, like you said earlier, we want to send people over to your Instagram, Boards on Tables. Definitely join that Marvel Monday or Marvel Champions Monday. It's awesome just to see the creativity of all the people, all the different themes. It's just such an awesome concept. And then I know you also have a hashtag on Tuesdays. What is that one that you're doing?
Board Game Token Tuesdays. So, taking just highlighting a particular piece or a token from a game. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm all about those components. Like, give me a good one, and I can look at it all day. And man, I catch myself on Instagram, right, just scroll, and I was like, oh, that looks so awesome. So it's really cool to have it all in one place like that. So it was really nice getting to know you, and again, thanks for hopping on here with us, and hopefully we can play another game together soon.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to join again whenever you guys want to have me on. So. It was a lot of fun, and I look forward to hopefully doing it again, and wish you guys the best of luck.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike. You take care, and thank you all for watching.